We begin with a major update on the Sixers arena. Much anticipated legislation proposed today in City Council. This is one day after their opening night loss at the Wells Fargo Center. Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Jason Martinez.
I'm Sheba Russell. This City Council meeting getting heated at times. And Jeff, you were there. Any surprises in this legislation?
I don't think there are necessarily any surprises. There are the kind of protections that City Council members said that they would tuck into this legislation to protect the community. But I will tell you this, the opposition is strong, and it was heard today both in and outside of City Hall. While the clerk read aloud, it started with a shout and quickly grew to a full-throated protest. Opponents of the Sixers' plan to build an 18,000-seat arena in Market East on the edge of Chinatown halted council business for nearly 10 minutes on the day bills allowing for the construction were introduced. Clearly, there is big-time opposition to this thing.
Yes, and I think, you know, the opposition has really led us, and the concerns that we heard from the opposition has really led us to a point where we get to hear what their concerns are and how we as council can mitigate those concerns.
Outside City Hall, supporters of the arena, mostly the building trades in line for construction work, squared off with opponents bellowing their views at each other. Back inside, as the council president pounded for silence, the bills, inches thick, on the clerk's desk, were finally introduced.
Under which the 76ers agree to play substantially all of their regular season and playoff home games in the arena.
Mark Squilla, who represents Chinatown in council, says affordable housing and a plan to protect small business are tucked into the legislation. But opposition remains.
A stadium in Center City will delay patient care, and every minute a patient waits in an ambulance, every minute an EMT watches the clock instead of the street. It is life or death.
I'm going to say I wouldn't introduce the legislation if I didn't think I could vote for it.
Thanking city leadership, the Sixers right there, one step closer with a lot of work to do, likely the only point of agreement this day.
Although we're the largest poor city in America, we're addressing the issue of making sure that Black and brown and women small-owned businesses have an opportunity to participate.
The legislation now goes to committee for testimony, with the Sixers hoping to wrap the entire thing up by the end of the year. But certainly, there was a long way to go before that happens. At City Hall, Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News.
Jeff, what more do you know about that apartment building that was part of the proposal and is no longer?
Well, remember that when the Sixers first laid this plan out some 2 years ago now, they had hearings themselves, and they heard from people in Chinatown who said there was a need for affordable housing. So they did another drawing of the arena and put a tower on top that they said would include housing, and some of it would be affordable housing. My sources now say that Mark Squilla, the person who authored the bill, who represents Chinatown, asked that that tower be taken off and that there will be affordable housing in the community, but in a place mostly designated by the folks in Chinatown and not necessarily on top of the arena. Sheba.
All right, ever evolving here. Jeff Cole, thank you.